guys, my name is Quinn and today we're going to be reviewing this guy, the Aoyi Mech Mechanical Alliance YS-04 Star Commander. This guy is a knockoff version of the Studio SS-38 Optimus Prime from Transformers the Bumblebee movie. Yes, this is not a BAIWEI figure, and this is another company called Aoyi Mech which also makes knockoff Transformers figures, and this guy is based on the SS-38. Now, after you saw my first impression video, which you can check out links in the description, I do like this mold. I do like this is super fun. I like to look around. There's so many kind of detail in this guy. It's just super fun. So, without further ado, let's talk about his looks first before we get to other things. So, first of all, we have the detail. Let's start with the head itself. Now, the head itself looks nice. As you can see, the gunmetal grade that they use is superficial. It's amazing. It is super nice to look at. The eyes also are painted really nicely. The mechanical detail on the head is also nice. This head also as well is painted with the metal grade that we use, and of course the back has some more detail. There you go. And the hands, this is why I like this part, is on a hinge, which is part of the transformation, and it moves when you take the arm out. And this guy is tight, by the way. It is super. It moves and it shifts around, and I really like that detail. And you can see we've gone to mechanical detail on the hand. It does look nice. The chest is the one that I really like the most. The silver part and the gunmetal gray combination here looks super nice. It's the feast to the eye for terms of detail. And I want to point out this thing. The windshield is made out of die-cast metal, which is nice. Which is super good. But I wish that they could have been more fit in the feet, because this is also the one I have problems with. Not in the feet though, the entire area of the feet. That's what I'm saying. Now to the crotch over here, the heart piece has this yellow strap that is also based on the G1 show, inspired by the G1 show to be precise, and down to the feet and itself. And there is a nut mark over here, which is, there's some nut marks throughout the whole figure, but the one that stands out the most is this. I mean, it doesn't compromise the whole stability of the figure, but it does annoy me, and I will cut it later because I didn't cut it before because I want to show it in this video. And the mechanical detail more on the legs, it looks super nice, and the feet is so sculpted nicely. Even this side are sculpted nicely. That is, for detail, this guy is super nice. Go back over here, and I love this part. This is completely movie accurate. I mean, in terms of the back detail, not in terms of the sculpting anyway. The sculpting is still a bit wonky. There's a windshield panel which is not accurate. But in terms of detail over here, it does anchor to the movie without the paint, of course. But still, I do appreciate the detail, and I do like it. And some more detail around on the legs as well, which is super nice, and it's just a feast to the eyes. Now let's talk about some faults over here. First of all is the hand. It's super loose. I mean, you can move, it still doesn't compromise the stability of the figure, but it is terribly loose, unlike this one. This is a bit tight. It just won't go out. And the leg over here, it's also loose, as you can see. You can just one tug and it snaps off. But despite all of that looseness, it still holds. It can still stand. It can still stand very nicely. It's a little bit wobbly because I didn't adjust the feet correctly. And there's some more stuff over here. This part over here is supposed to rotate for the transformation, but it's supposed to tap into that. This thing is supposed to tap there. But sometimes when I start it does snap. But when I try to move the feet or something like that, it does not. It snaps too easily. I mean, it is expected with most knockoff figures, but it does annoy me, and I don't know how to make it snap really easily. But that is some of the faults in robot mode that I saw that is irritating. It doesn't irritate me that much, but it does irritate me. In terms of accessories, this guy only comes one, which is his ion blaster. This is not a BAIWEI, of course. Before we talk about more of that, we just talk about the detail real quickly. As you can see, the amount of mechanical detail is nice. It's super accurate to the movie, and I really like how this looks, especially the whole Bumblebee movie design. I really like it. Really very true to the G1 style, especially with the ion blaster. I really like it, and it plugs it to his hand very securely, and it doesn't come off. Of course, the hand is a bit loose, as you can see, but he can hold it. Optimus can hold this and really nicely. Let's talk about the posability of this guy. So let's go start with the head. You get a ball joint on the head over here. You can look up, not that far, and look down, not at all. You can pull 360 rotation at the shoulder, but you need to straighten them out, and then you can pull 360 rotation. Arms can move in and out, super tight. Have a bicep swivel, a bend, 90-degree bend at the hand, and of course some wrist swivel. to super tight, and this part can also move, as you can see, for the transformation, but this one is a bit tighter than the other arm. You have to be cautious for that. I hope it's only in my copy. You got a waist swivel, the legs can go up that far, that back, not that all to the back over here. The side skirts can be pulled out, which accommodate for some in and out. Have a thigh rotation, a bend at the knee, right way past 90 degree. The toe can move up not at all and down a lot, and some ankle pivot, which is super nice in terms of posability. It is super posable. I do really like this. For size comparison, here it is alongside my SS figure Marvel Spider-Man PS4 knockoff version. My previous review is done from our Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class RC, and by the way, these two look amazing together. And my BAIWEI Star Leader, and you can see the two differences between the Michael Bay movies and the Transformers movie design. I do like both. And as a bonus, BAIWEI Supreme Leader, which is gonna be my next review, so stay tuned for that one. Alright, so let's transform this guy. So first of all, you want to start with the hands. You want to rotate the hands 90 degrees to the front like so, so that this windshield part is on the side. Do the same thing on the other side. As you can see, there we go. And then what you are going to do is untap this piece. Make sure it straightens out to make my life easier. You want to open the windshield, and then open like so, and to the side right here. Then you want to untap the head so it falls out like so, and then this part over here you need to pull that out. Go to the back right now and then unflip this part, and then you are supposed to be able to untap this and take this wheel section out. Alright, you want to rotate the hands out like so to give it more clearance. You want to rotate this thing to the side, and this torso part should be able to do this, so it should rotate here. Then what you are going to do next is to rotate this. There's a mushroom peg over here. You need to rotate it 180 degrees, so make sure stay clear for all of the clearance. Like so, it's a bit tight, so you want to be careful with this before you do anything. And it should look like this. Next, this head over here, you want to tap into this piece, so you want to inch it to the side, and it should snap into place. And a tip that I recommend when you try to take this guy out, you want to send it down this side over here before you want to take it out too, because I've been having a hard time trying to take this out, so I've been using my razor blade to take this out. So just keep in mind with that, and tap this top piece, and of course, like I said before, like the same as before, you want to use a razor blade or part separator to pull this section out when you're trying to transform this, because you don't want to break your fingers, your nails. Next is the windshield. You want to put this panel out slow, and then you can just tap this into place. Then you want to straighten out the wheels, so as you can see, you want to straighten out the wheels, but do not flip this out yet. Just want to straighten the wheels out. Then go to the arms. You want to rotate this back, and then rotate this again, and do a 90-degree bend of the elbow, and just slide this handpiece inside there. And then you can flip this panel upwards for a bit to get more clearance. Once that's done, you want to take this piece, snap down, and then snap it into place. You want to pull this panel out, the over here. Just don't tap anything yet. Once you're done, you want to pull this panel up, and then just wait until we can snap everything up. You just want to line it up. Do the same thing on the other side. So you want to rotate around, push the hand in, and then tap this top section, rotate this piece out, and then rotate this piece out, and then line everything. Now for the real piece, you want to pull this section out, so it should shift like this. There you go. It should look like this, and then you can start lining everything up. So there's a tab over here, and there's a tab over there. You want to tap into over here, and then over here. So tap that into place, and then this piece over here should tap. There's a tab over there that should line up with the front of the grill, and just line everything, and it should line up There we go. And do the same thing on the other side. It's already snapped in. I already pushed it before and just snapped in, and then front to strike rail just snapped in, and there you go. That is the front. Oh wait, this is not yet that's not yet done. Okay, and that's the front strike of the truck done. Now we want to go on to the legs over here. Now you want to flip this section downwards. It's a bit tight, so be careful with this, and do the same thing on the other side. Open this gas and slide it right side and left side respectively, and you want to pull this back section out and plug it. There's a tab over there, you should snap into there. Snap that in. Do the same thing on the other side. So, and then this piece over here should open up, but you want to transform this and flip the section up. Do the same thing on the other side. Pull this section down, and there we go. We don't want to tap in just yet because we want to go deal with the legs, with the feet first. You want to hold this piece. There's a piece over there. You want to hold that and just pull the feet down and do an ankle pivot. Once that's done, you want to rotate it inwards, and then there's a tap over there. I don't know if you can see. There's a tap that's supposed to snap into the feet. Let me just show you guys how it looks. There we go. It should snap in like so. It's a bit hard to follow on camera, as you can see. Now take this section out. As you can see, this is the trailer hitch, and you want to do the same thing on the other side with the feet, of course, same. So you want to hold this piece and rotate the feet downwards like so, and rotate it out, and then just tap in, do it inwards, and then tap this, and then you want to put this section over here in the hole over there. You want to just slide it in, and you can tap this piece over together, and there you go. That's the section done. Now this guy, final part. Now there's a tab over there, and you need to slide into there, and there's a plug on the smokestacks that you snap into over there. As you can see, there's a hole there. You want to do that and just tap that in, and then do the same thing on the other side. Tap in. There we go. And then when the finishing touches, you want to close this up. There we go. It should line up, and it doesn't, because it's a knockoff. It doesn't want to line up. It doesn't want to line up like this, and it should just snap it. But other than that, there is the movie Optimus Prime fully transformed up into his flat nose truck. And I got to say that transformation was actually super fun and intuitive, if not better than my Megatron figure, the BAIWEI Earth Shattering. And this guy looks nice. The mechanical, and not the mechanical details. The front grille side is super nice, painted in this metallic sulfur down to the side. Yes, it doesn't want to line up sometimes, but that is the consequences of getting a knockoff. But you can just adjust it real nicely. And this side over here, there's one thing that irritates me, is that from the side profile, the front side looks like it's a bit tilted a bit. But that is how it looks even in the original mold, so I'm just a bit irritated by that. But anyway, this side, it looks nice. The tires, also wheels, rolls really nicely, even on smooth surfaces like so. Just look nice. And look at this mechanism spring details that is revealed from the feet, looks nice. However, it is a bit gappy, but as far as I know, this is actually accurate. Like, some trucks have some gappy bits like this, so I'm really not that mind about this gappy whole thing, but for some people that might bother. And the backside, it doesn't want to tap in. This part does never want to tap in. I've been transforming this guy on and off for a couple days now, and it doesn't want to transform. It doesn't want to tap in, but it's okay. And this side also is the same. I do really like the look of this thing. Well, let's start. I'm gonna have to do something. As you can see, this is a trailer from my BAIWEI TW1122 flying wings. You can check out the review link in the description. And you can tap this in here, and it does fit nicely, and it does look nice. However, I do think that the truck is a bit small. It's a bit small than the trailer. The trailer is a bit bigger because this is an oversized, and the truck makes the truck mode look super small. But I don't think that's a problem. I think it does look nice, actually. It does look nice, and I don't think that's it. I'm not really that irritated by this, but it will irritate some people, might be. As for weapon storage, you can take the gun over here, and as per the instruction says, you can plug this in the trailer hitch. However, it's not the most perfect fit. It doesn't the most perfect fit, but it is an option that you can do it like that. But I mean, it does look dumb. I would just prefer take this out, take the trailer, and just stab into one of the holes somehow, and you know, do the hole somehow, and just slide that in there, and then you can just put the trailer in so that it has a nice form of weapon storage. As for size comparison, here's how it looks alongside my SS-38 Marvel Spider-Man, and alongside the car mode of my Studio Series 86 /RC. Overall, this is my final thoughts of this review. This is amazing. This is really good. This is an actual one-to-one copy of the Studio Series 38, and the transformation sequence are the same as the Studio Series 38. And I do think it has a little bit of an improvement, especially on that chest over there, the silver part on the chest. It is an improvement from the original figure, because in the original figure, it is a plain gunmetal plastic, as I would call it. But yeah, in terms of everything, it is an actual one-to-one copy of that original Studio Series 38. And if you're coming from myself, coming from BAIWEI with all the improvement and many accessories, this is a bit weird. But the real reason why I bought this figure is because I want to have some variety on my Optimus Prime figure. Because right now I have two Michael Bay versions of Optimus Prime. I don't have the other ones. And now that I have another version of Optimus Prime on my collection, this is nice. It is super nice. But anyway, if you do want to pick this guy up, I do recommend it. It is really good if you don't mind the lack of accessories. But I mean, to be fair, in the Bubble Me movie, Optimus Prime only used one, it's just this Iron Blaster, so I don't really mind about only got one accessory. This is already good enough. But that's it, guys. That's gonna be my review of my Aoyi Mech Side Star Commander. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.